everybody, it's Chloe in Real Life, your Knott's Berry Farm berry blogger. Today I am here with Mr. Brad, and we are going to run around the park because he is the guy to go to for some coaster facts. So we're going to go around the park, check out the different coasters, and learn some cool facts about them. So let's go! So right now we are outside Pony Express. Can you tell us some cool history about that?
Sure. So Pony Express is actually the longest moto coaster in the United States.
Okay, but what is a moto coaster?
So a moto coaster, if you haven't ridden Pony Express before, you actually ride it like a motorcycle. So it's a really unique feeling that you get. You're kind of straddled like you're riding a horse or a motorcycle, and then you actually have the restraint come up behind you. It just gives you it makes it feel faster than it really is. And the best part is it fits in with the Ghost Town theme because you're riding the historic Pony Express, which was sort of the FedEx of its day back in the mail delivery days of the Wild West.
All right, thank you so much. So what do you say? Do you want to go ride it?
Let's ride, giddy up, let's go.
All right. So right now we are outside of the new ride Hang Time, and this is a very popular location for coasters. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is the first location where a roller coaster ever entered Knott's Berry Farm's history. So in 1975, Corkscrew, which was the first coaster with a corkscrew inversion in the entire world, was built.
Wow.
It was also the first coaster at Knott's Berry Farm. And it was incredibly popular and was replaced in 1989, 1990 with Boomerang, which was another really popular coaster. And then of course, as you know, Hang Time just opened earlier this month in 2018 and continues to break ground as the first and only dive coaster in California. Has the steepest drop in California as well. So this is sort of a hallowed ground for roller coasters at Knott's Berry Farm.
Wow, so this location is pretty known for having first-time coasters for the West Coast.
Exactly.
And the world.
And the world, yeah, exactly. So we're really excited. I mean, just think about how many millions of people who have probably taken one of their first big roller coaster rides right here at the spot in the boardwalk at Knott's Berry Farm.
That's so great because it's such a historical piece of land that continues to make history.
Exactly. And we're really excited about Hang Time, and it's a great ride to ride, but it's also a great ride to watch too.
I know. If you look around, you see so many people here on the boardwalk just watching the coaster because it's so beautiful to watch, and it's just so fascinating to see how technologically advanced it is.
Yeah, my favorite part is when you see it crest over the hill and it just hangs guests for a few seconds just to see their face as they're looking down. I see some going up there right now. It's pretty remarkable. It's both to watch and to ride. So really excited to have Hang Time be the newest addition to the roller coaster lineup at Knott's Berry Farm.
Awesome. So, can you tell us some cool facts about Accelerator?
Well, Accelerator is probably the scariest coaster for a lot of people here at the park, including myself. It was the first hydraulic launch coaster in the entire world. So what that means is instead of like Pony Express and Montezuma's Revenge, which are here at the park, those are launch coasters, but those use a flywheel launch system. What Accelerator does to give a smoother and faster launch is it has hydraulic pumps that drive hydraulic motors, which then drive the cable, the catch car that then sends the coaster going 0 to 82 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds. Not only that, it's also the tallest coaster here at Knott's Berry Farm. It's 212 feet, and boy, do you feel every foot of that when you're going up at 82 miles per hour. You can probably hear some of the screams in the background here. This is one of those coasters that no matter how many times you ride it, you just can't anticipate that launch because there's just nothing like it.
It is. It's really amazing. And a lot of people I know are scared of this coaster, but it's so thrilling going 0 to 82 miles in 2 seconds. I mean, that's just crazy. That speed, just that thrill you get, it really gets your adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, and this paved the way for so many other launch coasters across the country. This was the first model of it, as I mentioned, and so this was another groundbreaking coaster here at Knott's Berry Farm, and it continues to thrill guests every day at the park.
Awesome! So right now we are outside. What I have to say would probably be my favorite coaster here at Knott's Berry Farm, Montezuma's Revenge, and I heard that it just had a birthday recently.
It did. Montezuma's Revenge just turned 40 years young, as we like to say. This is the oldest coaster at Knott's Berry Farm, and it's been thrilling generations of guests for many, many years. It's also a groundbreaking coaster. It was the first flywheel launch coaster in the world. So what that means is, unlike Accelerator, which uses hydraulic fluid and hydraulic motors to do a launch, what it is a flywheel that turns like this over and over again, gets really, really fast. Once it gets up to speed, then it attaches the car to it, and that's what sends out launch. It's 0 to 55 miles per hour in 3 seconds. Yeah, this is quite a coaster, really, and it's the last of its kind in the United States. So this is one of the originals. This is wasn't the first coaster. That corkscrew was the first coaster in 1975, but this was just another groundbreaking coaster and the second coaster here at Knott's Berry Farm.
And now it's the only one that you can ride, like the only coaster like this that you can ride. So you got to come to Knott's Berry Farm if you're going to ride it, because you have to. So, what are some of the technicalities? Like, how high does the coaster actually go, and how long is it?
Yeah, it's a 7-story loop, so it's about 148 feet or so, and it's 36 seconds long.
Wow,
yeah.
So it is short but thrilling.
Yeah, and my favorite part about it is it doesn't have over-the-shoulder restraints. So it's just a lap bar, just like hang time. Mm-hmm. So you really feel those G-forces. You feel the loops a lot more than you would on some other coasters out there.
And it allows some of the smaller guests, like myself, to be able to ride it.
Exactly, yeah. It's only a 48-inch height requirement.
So
this is a great,
can ride it.
Probably not a beginner coaster for people unless you're a real thrill ride, but this is a great kind of mid-level coaster before you go on to something like a Silver Bullet or an Accelerator.
That's something I've always loved about it. Well, now we're in Camp Snoopy, and Camp Snoopy has more of a reputation for some tamer coasters, but we still have the Sierra Sidewinder, which is a lot more intense than a lot of people think.
Yeah, it surprises a lot of people. So Sierra Sidewinder opened in 2007. And a lot of people don't know it's actually kind of groundbreaking as well. A lot of people just kind of walk past and go, it's a family coaster or something like that. But it was the first coaster with multiple spinning ride vehicles. And so each that spin independently of one another. And depending on who you're riding with and which seat you're sitting on, it can be a really wild ride. I've taken friends and family on this ride, and they go, oh, it's in Camp Snoopy, it doesn't look like too much, and then, as you know, you get on there, and you start spinning around, you don't even know which side is up and which side's down on there.
And yeah, I've had some crazy rides where I thought it was just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna relax, have a more tame coaster, and it was a lot more intense than I was expecting it to be, which is good.
Exactly. It's a great family coaster, though, and always produces some great faces of unsuspecting guests who had no idea what their kids got them into.
Mm-hmm. And this is a great ride to kind of prank your friends a little bit. You can be like, no, it's fine. This is Camp Snoopy. It's a chill ride. But then it can be more intense than you think it's going to be, and that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you get some great views up there, too, of the whole park, and it's sort of coaster central back there, where you kind of see Silver Bullet, Montezuma's Revenge, Jaguar, Sierra Sidewinder. They all sort of converge as one there.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a coaster not to miss.
Definitely. So finally, we are outside Ghost Rider, which is probably one of the most well-known and popular coasters here at Knott's Berry Farm.
Exactly. I think a lot of times when you think of Knott's Berry Farm, for a lot of people, they think of Ghost Rider. It's our most popular roller coaster here at the park. It's my personal favorite. And this is quite a piece of engineering. This is one of the few wooden coasters on the West Coast. It's also the longest, tallest, and fastest wooden roller coaster on the West Coast as well. And as you know, because you've ridden it many times, it's a ride that it just keeps going and going and going. It gets faster and faster, and it just does not let up.
Doesn't.
And for a lot of people out there, they might not know that this ride was completely restored in 2016. So it opened in 1998. It's going to be 20 years old in December of this year. And when we were looking at it a couple of years ago, we decided we wanted to really enhance it and restore the rides. We added brand new trains that are more comfortable. We completely fully retract the entire track, so it's still wooden, so it still has that wooden feel to it, but it's very smooth and comfortable as well. And it's quite a beast out there. It's an incredible ride. And another fun fact about Ghost Rider is it was the last ride that the Knott family worked on. So before they sold the park to Cedar Fair, it was their idea to do this wooden roller coaster here. And so Cedar Fair, once they purchased the park, continued the construction of it, and it's been a thrilling millions of guests for the past 20 years. It's just fun, There's parts that are thrilling, but there's not, at least to me, there's nothing that's incredibly scary. It's just a really fun coaster.
Exactly.
And at over at over 2 minutes, it's our longest it's our longest both in feet but also in length of time too. So it's a great ride. It's a ride I recommend riding as soon as you get to the park because it is very popular. So it's great to do a morning ride on it, but then also come back at night because at night when you can't see anything and you have no idea where the next turn's taking you, I feel like it's a whole nother ride. And during Scary Farm, during Scary Farm in particular, when we turn off every single light around it, it just becomes an even better coaster in my opinion.
And that's something I really notice about Knott's Berry Farm in general, is you have some really extreme thrill rides, but it's not to the point where it's just scary.
Yeah.
But you have all these rides that are thrilling but super fun at the same time, to where you can still enjoy them and it's not just scary.
Exactly, it's a great collection. There's kind of something for everyone. We do have Accelerator, which I would say is our scariest coaster. But then there are coasters like Ghost Rider and Montezuma's Revenge, and of course Timberline Twister and Camp Snoopy and Jaguar. There's so many coasters that you can sort of work your way up to. So depending on your thrill level and whether you like loops, you like wooden coasters, you like everything, there really is a coaster for everyone here at Knott's Berry Farm.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I had such a great time spending the afternoon learning about coasters. I learned a lot. I'm pretty sure everyone watching learned a lot. So thank you so much for sharing all the information with me. I had a lot of fun.
You're so welcome. Thanks for joining us today. That was a lot of fun. I think we rode every single coaster here. We didn't have a time to talk about all of them, but what a fun day.
So don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you're always notified every time I upload a video just like this one. And don't forget to check out knotts.com for more information. You want to go grab a funnel cake?
Let's do it.
All right, bye.